Alright. Starting off strong with the Force of Nature. I think that's pretty good. Not perfect. It's a little maybe overplayed. I'll put that in A tier. If you're going off to battle and you hear that you are going to be fighting the Force of Nature, I mean, I'd be scared. Alright. Soda Popper. That one's a D tier. Not terrible. Like, it's got a nice, ring to it. But I wouldn't want to be called the Soda Popper in medieval Europe. But maybe that's just a me thing. Let's see. The Shortstop, I guess. Same thing as Soda Popper. D tier. It's alright. Got a nice ring to it, but that's pretty much it. Let's see. The Baby Faces Blaster, F tier. Immediate F tier. Nobody wants to ride into battle and say, and here comes the Baby Faces Blaster. Like, no. Oh gosh. Mind is blanking. Let's see. The Mad Milk, another F tier, unfortunately. Exact same reasons. The Bonk Atomic Punch. I mean, if it was just the Atomic Punch, then I would say probably C tier. But Bonk Atomic Punch, that's got to be D tier. Okay. Let's see. The Criticola. Another D tier. In medieval Europe, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I know we're starting out with a lot of, lower down ones, but we'll get to better ones eventually. Let's see. How about the Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol? Too long, F tier. And just, again, Pretty Boy, Baby Faces. It's not really the name you want to have as a, medieval warlord. Okay, the Winger. It depends on how you frame it, because if you just call yourself the Winger, D tier. But if your armor has wings or feathers or a bird motif, then sure, the Winger could be maybe C tier. I could see it. Gosh, let's see. The Backscatter. Oh, teetering on the edge of F tier, but maybe D tier. I could be convinced either way. The Flying Guillotine, S tier. If turn to battle and say, here comes the Flying Guillotine, turn the other way, run away. Don't mess with a guy named the Flying Guillotine. Okay. Let's see. The Rap Assassin. Sure. Maybe for a warlord, I'm not sure. Let's say B tier for a warlord, but if you were an assassin, the Rap Assassin, it's alright. If you're some sort of conniving rogue. Okay. Let's see. The Sandman. Again, it's all about presentation, because if you just call yourself the Sandman, same thing as the Winger, whatever. But if you, have the whole idea of putting people to sleep, or, I don't know, something like that. I'm not putting it very high. It's another C tier. You could make it work, but if you don't make it work, it's D tier. Let's see. The Atomizer. For medieval Europe, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, but still, it's just the idea of calling yourself the Atomizer. It's pretty cool. So, B tier, I guess. The Boston Basher, A tier. I'd say that's worthy of an A tier if you're known as the Boston Basher. Okay. I think the Fan-O-War. A bit too corny. Probably either C or D tier. And the Sun on a Stick. no. D or F tier. Not really working for me. But yeah, so that's, unless I think of a brain blast and think of something later, that's all of Scout's unlockable weapons. Moving on to the soldier. Let's see, the Beggar's Bazooka. It's about framing. Like, if you're, a rich, noble warlord, no, don't call yourself the Beggar's Bazooka. But if you came out of poverty and you've proven your mettle, you fought your way up to this position, then the Beggar's Bazooka, okay, I could see it, yeah. D tier if you're a noble, B tier if you're a commoner. Yeah. Let's see, the Rocket Jumper, D or C tier, probably D tier. Let's see. The Airstrike, probably B tier. It's good. I can see it. Let's see. The Liberty Launcher, A tier. I don't have a lot of elaboration for the good ones. It's just, hell yeah, the Liberty Launcher. Especially if you're like a revolutionary who's fighting, to end oppression. You are the Liberty Launcher. Let's see. The Direct Hit. It's good, but probably B tier. Doesn't really like invoke fear in my enemies to be called the Direct Hit. Unless you're a scout. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Apart from that, alright, the Black Box, D tier, it's whatever. There are plenty of, like, if you were the Black Knight, that's cool, but if you're the Black Box, I don't know, same thing, it doesn't really make me fear, I think. Alright, the Buff Banner, probably C tier. It sounds a little dumb, but it's alright. The Battalion's Backup, either A or S tier. Probably A, but the Battalion's Backup, that's a good name for it. Let's see. The Conqueror, S tier. Especially if you go hard on the theme. Like, you make yourself from an island nation or a place with a lot of beaches. You've got, conch shells, theming all around, and you're the Conqueror. I could see it. It could work. Alright. Let's see, can't do that. Let's see, how about the Reserve Shooter? B or C tier, whatever. Nobody cares about the Reserve Shooter. About it. The Base Jumper. I don't know. Base Jumper doesn't sound that cool. Probably D tier. I think. The Righteous Bison. Well, give it a little slack. It's the one time it's going to be good for anything. Righteous Bison, I'd say, is going to be B tier. Yeah, Righteous Bison. Go with the theming. It'll be alright. Let's see. For the melees, the Disciplinary Action. If you're like an intimidating commander, sure, go for Disciplinary Action. It could be cool. The Equalizer. Oh yeah. A tier. I can see it. The Escape Plan. F tier. Nobody would charge into battle, with the name, I am the Escape Plan. Like, what? Okay, let's see. The Pain Train. A. A tier for pain train. I think. The market gardener? No. Unfortunately, another F tier. No. It brings to mind the image of a peasant selling goods. And it's not to say that you can't take, like a nice little concept and spin it around to be intimidating. But market gardener does not sound like a warlord's name. Just to be honest. Let's see. The half Satoichi. I don't know. Probably gonna have to be a D tier. Because, I mean, it's the half Satoichi. The word half is in your name. You're only half as good as this other guy. No, probably not it. Yeah, D tier for that. Alright. For the pyro, here's where it gets good. The back burner. Probably a C tier, if I'm honest. You know, probably one of the reasons. The degreaser, D tier, whatever. But then you get the Dragon's Fury. A tier, probably. You know, the Phlogistinator, probably B tier. But, you know, gosh, there's in terms of secondaries, you've got the Man Melter, S tier. You've got, the flame. You've got the Scorch Shot, C or D. Let's see. You've got the Detonator. Again, probably closer to C. Gas Passer, F tier. I won't be hearing it. The Thermal Thruster, C or B tier. It depends on what weapon you use. Because if you use like a lance, then you're the Thermal Thruster. Or you use an epic, you're the Thermal Thruster. But if you don't use a thrusting weapon, then, I feel like I'm forgetting a primary. No, Pyro doesn't have that many primaries. Let me see. Again, the Panic Attack. Another F tier, unfortunately. Pyro's got some good highs, but a lot of low lows. Let's see, the Back Scratcher. Teetering on the lower edge of D. The Postal Pummeler. Okay. B tier because the postal part, but the pummeler part, okay, sure. Especially if you're a pugilist. Let's see. The Sharpened Volcano Fragment. Trying a little too hard, probably C or B. Let me see. The Third Degree. Sure, B. I can see B. Let me think. The Neon Annihilator. B or A tier? Probably A tier. The Neon Annihilator. The Home Wrecker. B tier. If you're one of those destructive warlords who rains fire down on their conquered nations, yeah, I am the Home Wrecker. The Extinguisher. D tier probably. Whatever. I guess I should say that D tier is for weapons that are just sort of inoffensive. I don't like them, but I also don't hate them. F tier is for names that I would hate to have. D tier is for names that it would just kind of be lame to have, Whatever. Gosh, there's only that many pyro primaries? Gosh, okay. Secondaries? Oh, wow. We kind of peaked there with Man Melter, but, hey, better than Scout. Let me think. Alright, well, we'll move on to Demo Man then. Let's see. The Scottish Resistance. I mean, that's a good name for your army, but I don't know about your commanding officer, especially if you aren't Scottish. So, I don't know, probably C tier if you're Scottish and part of the Resistance. F tier if you're not. Let's see, the Iron Bomber. A. Yeah, A. A is good. Let's see. The Lock and Load. No. D. Whatever. Not great. Let's see. The Bootlegger. Nope. You know, I wouldn't want to be a warlord known as essentially what's an alcohol smuggler. And then there's the Alibaba's Wee Booties. F tier. Let me think. Let's see. Secondaries, you've got the Sticky Jumper. F tier. Oh, why did I say the Scottish Resistance when I was talking about primaries? The Demo just doesn't have a lot of primaries at all. I think so. Yeah, Sticky Jumper, F tier. Scottish Resistance, C or F tier situationally. The Quickie Bomb Launcher, D or F tier. These aren't great. Then you've got the Tide Turn. A tier, because like imagine this. Imagine you're fighting a war, you're losing, your soldiers are getting massacred, you have no chance at all, but then you hear that the Tide Turn is coming to help you. It's literally going to turn the tide of your battle. Like, you're saved. So, A tier for that. The Charge and Targe. C tier. B tier if you're a barbarian, but C tier otherwise. It's not that great. Let's see. The Splendid Screen. And D tier. Like, whatever. Unless you're one of those really fancy, pompous knights that, polishes his armor every day and waxes it, the Splendid Screen isn't great. Let's see. For melees, you've got the... I'm not doing reskins of stock. I'm only doing reskins of, unlockable weapons. Which unfortunately means no, Scottish handshake, whatever. It wouldn't be that good anyways. But let's see, you've got the Eyelander. Alright. It's a D tier. The Nessie's 9-iron. F tier probably. Let's see. He's also got the half set of Ichi. Also got the Pain Train. Wow. The Persian Persuader. I mean, same thing. C tier if you're Persian, F tier if you're not. You've got the... Yeah, really, gosh, it's really not. There's the Claymore. It's kind of a dumb name. D tier, whatever. And I think that's it, honestly. I honestly thought there'd be more bangers with Demo Man. Oh well. Let's see. Alright, let me think. Heavy now. Alright, first, the Brass Beast is another S tier. You gotta go with the theme. Your armor's got to be all brass. You've got to be this huge monster of a guy who wields like a giant two-handed sword, a cleaver, whatever have you. You've got to have a claymore on you. If you are the Brass Beast, incredible name for a warlord. The Natasha. I mean, that's just a name. That's not a warlord name. F tier, whatever. Like, oh no, here comes Jonathan. well. Let's see. The Tomislav, D tier, whatever. Let's see. And goodness, is that it? Yeah, Natasha, Brass Beast, Tomislav. Wow. Oh, sorry, the Hualong heater. C tier. I mean, it's no man mounter, but the heater, and if you're, I guess, Chinese, sure, it could be the Hualong heater. So I guess C tier if you're Chinese, but I don't know, D tier otherwise. Maybe F tier otherwise, actually. Not that. Secondaries. Let's see, the family business. No, lower edge of D tier. It's not awful, but it's not really a warlord name. The sandwich. Okay, I'm just gonna put them together. The second banana especially, but also the sandwich, the DeLocas bar, and the buffalo steak sandwich are all F tier. Yeah. Nobody wants to run into battle saying Sandwich and I are coming for you. Except maybe, the heavy. But I don't think we should strive to be like the heavy when it comes to warfare. Oh man. Alright, let's see. The gloves of running urgently and the killing gloves of boxing. F tier. That's not intimidating. But the warrior spirit and the eviction notice. Okay, warrior spirit is probably high B, low A tier, and the eviction notice is C tier, high C tier if you're like an invader who's coming in saying I am the eviction notice and just destroys your village and uproots you from your land. Alright, sure. Let's see. And then the Fists of Steel. Oh yeah. Again, you've got to be a pugilist for this to work, but low A tier, high B tier, it works. It's good. It works. Let me think. Yep, I do think that's it for the. Oh, sorry, the Holiday Punch. F tier. Oh gosh. Let's see. The Engineer. Let's see. There's the Widowmaker. I'm tempted to say S tier on that, however. The Widowmaker. But I'd say. Sure. Bottom of S tier. It's a good one. Let's see. The Frontier Justice. And you've got to be from the frontier, and you've got to be fighting for justice. But if you do, then that's an A tier right there. The Pomson 6000. No, dumbass name for a warlord. Same with the Cow Mangler. Like, neither of those are good warlord names. And I knew there was something I forgot on Soldier. So yeah, Pomson 6000 and Cow Mangler. Not great. Let me see. So you got that. Let's talk. Okay, the Rescue Ranger. Not a good name for a warlord. Good name for, a medic of some sorts. Medic! But yeah, I would not call myself that if I was a warlord. So, no thanks to Rescue Ranger. Put that in D tier. It's alright. Because it's not like the Tide Turner. where it's like, oh, they're coming to my aid. It's like, oh, I suck. I need to be rescued. So, you know, I wouldn't want to call myself that. Let me see. There's the short circuit. D tier, I guess. Maybe F tier. Not sure. And then the Wrangler. Again, good name for a commanding officer, but for a warlord, not great. C tier because it could be good if you were a commander. Let's see. Then for melees, the Jag. High D tier, I think. It's simple, but it works. You know, whatever. The Southern Hospitality. Oh, okay. Think about it this way. It's very situational, but let's say that you're, you know, a Southern of some sort. You know, let's say you're a Texan. Let's just be crazy here. And, you know, your land's getting invaded. Okay, well, welcome to our land. Let us greet you with some of our Southern hospitality. So, it's a good name for an army, not a great name for a commander, but it's going in D tier because I can think of a situation where it'd be cool. Okay? Let's see. How about the Eureka effect? No. F tier. And... oh yeah, the Gunslinger. High B tier. Maybe A tier. I'm not sure. Probably high B tier. The Gunslinger. Yeah, okay, let me think. I do think that's Engineer's Wrenches. You know, could be wrong. I could be crazy. I'm probably forgetting like one. No, I'm not. Okay, probably not. Definitely not. Alright, let me think. Alright, let's see. The Medic. The Crusader's Crossbow? No. D. Not a great name for a guy. It's a good name for a weapon. Let's see. The Blutsauger? Put that one in B tier. Not good enough to be A, but Blutsauger? That's a good one. The Amputator? I mean, intimidating, but still, nothing too amazing, so another B tier. Sorry, the Amputator is a melee. What am I thinking? I'm thinking about the Overdose. The Overdose, put it in D tier. It's alright, it's whatever. Yeah. Overdose, Sounder, Crusader's Crossbow. Yep, that's it. Alright, the Kritzkrieg. Tier. It's good, but no, not perfect. Let me see. The Quick Fix. D tier. Could be okay, probably not. And the Vaccinator. No, D tier. The Quick Fix was like walking the line of what could be considered good, and the Vaccinator just kind of crosses it. Let's see, melee weapons, the Ursaw, C tier probably. I already went over the Amputator. It's B tier. That's pretty good. There's the Vitasaw, D tier, not perfect. There's the Solemn Vow. If you're a paladin, yeah, sure. You know, if you're a holy knight, sure, yeah. The Solemn Vow, so it's alright. But otherwise, no, not really. So Solemn Vow, I guess, I'd say B tier if you're a holy knight. Okay. And I already did the Amputator, like I said. So yeah, so that's that. Let's see. Alright, that's it for Medic. For the sniper. You've got the Sydney Sleeper, D tier, not really intimidating. I'm not a sleepy guy, I'm a war guy, you know? Don't go when you're sleepy. Alright, there's the Bizarre Bargain. No, D tier again. It's not perfect. Unless you're like a mercenary that you get higher in a bazaar, you're the Bizarre Bargain. Whatever. Let's see. The Huntsman. See, I think of Huntsman the same way I think of Gunslinger. You're like you're an outlaw. You're a merc. You're a vigilante. Okay. So Gunslinger and Huntsman, put them situational. Put them both in situational A tier. If you're a bounty hunter and you're either the Gunslinger or the Huntsman, go to A tier. B tier otherwise. Let's see. There's the Hitman's Heatmaker. D tier. Not great. I don't really like it that much. And alright, I think that's it for primaries. For secondaries, the Darwin's Danger Shield, F tier. No, I'm not going to battle being called the Darwin's Danger Shield. If you were the Danger Shield and you're a very protective force that forms blockades and repels armies, sure, but the Darwin's part just kind of ruins it for me. Let's see, what else can I remember the name of it? It's the, don't tell me, Razorback. Okay, again, I keep saying it, but it's all about the theming. If your theme is like a wild boar, like you've got a boar pelt cape and you've got the insignia, you've got the flags. If you are the Razorback, sure, okay. Cozy Camper, F tier. Girardi, F tier, unfortunately. It just doesn't make sense. The Cleaner's Carbine, no, F tier. It just doesn't make sense for a warlord to be named that. The Bushwhacker, D tier, but very low D tier. The Tribalman Shiv, again, D tier. Maybe higher in D tier if you are a tribesman, but the Shiv part throws me off. And the Shahanshah, I guess D tier since it's not offensive or anything. Offensive in the way of that if you were called that, you would cringe, not actually offensive. But I don't know. It wouldn't be my pick. It's not a very good melee city. But we finally move on to Spy, and let's see. For the Spy, let's talk about the Ambassador. Not a great warlord name, but if you're leading multiple armies, unifying their flag into new territory, you're the Ambassador. Whatever. D tier, maybe C tier if I was super generous. Let's think. The Enforcer. If you're a big tyrannical warlord who's working for the king, raining hell down on the misbehaving peasants and serfs, oh yeah, the Enforcer works. Call that one a B tier. Yeah, I mean, you've got no honor of your own, but it's honor when you're the Enforcer, Let me think. The Diamondback? That's not as good as the Razorback. I mean, you still have to go with the theming of, the snake, but I don't know. Diamondback's got to be C tier. It's not that good. I do think that's it for primaries. Which brings us to the secondaries, which is the red tape recorder, F tier. Red tape recorder, no. Just two melees, the spy signal. D tier. Okay, F tier if you spell it correctly. D tier if you make it the spy's sickle. Okay? You know, like the sickle. It could work. It could work. Oh, I just remembered a Devilman melee I forgot. The Scotsman's Skull Cutter. Again, if you're a Scot, then sure, it's B tier. Whatever. If you're not a Scot, wait, hold on. There's two scenarios. If you are a Scotsman, that's a B tier. If you kill Scotsmen, like if you're in a campaign against Scotsmen, and you are a skull cutter, then yeah, I am the Scotsman's Skull Cutter. And that's A tier, just for intimidation factor alone. Okay. Where was I? I was talking about the spy sickle, but yeah. I don't know. D tier if you spell it as a sickle, F tier if you don't. Let's see. The Your Eternal Reward at F tier. It's too long, it's awkward to say. Not my personal choice. There's the Big Earner. D tier, not great. If you're a mercenary, maybe, but not if you're a warlord. And the Conniver's Kunai. D tier, a little bit better if you're a rogue or an assassin, but again, it just doesn't really work for a warlord. The spy has his watches. So let's see, the Dead Ringer. Put that one in B tier. It's alright. It's pretty good. Let's see. The Cloak and Dagger. A tier. I'm putting that one in A tier. That one's good. And I think that is actually all of the unique weapons. You know, there are other things like the weapon, like the reskins of stuff. Like, you know, the Holy Mackerel. It wouldn't have done well anyways. You know, the Conscientious Objector. Yeah, like Conscientious Objector, Holy Mackerel, you know, the Saxy, the Frying Pan, like none of those, the Memory Maker. Memory Maker is maybe like a D tier, but every other one is just an F tier. Mostly because their names are either jokes or references to something in the real world that don't really apply to medieval warfare. But yeah, I do think that's about it. You know, if there's something I've forgotten, then I'll have to look it up and add it to this in post. But if I don't, then that's all the weapons. And how great they would sound as a name for a medieval warlord. A lot of stinkers, more good ones than I thought there'd be. But yeah, that's about it. See ya. So turns out I did miss a couple. For Pyro, I missed the Hot Hand. D tier, not perfect, not great, but not offensively awful. For Soldier, no, it wasn't something for Soldier. It was Devilman. It was the Loose Cannon. Put that in A tier if, you know, your theme yourself is this crazy barbarian that just runs and screaming, killing everyone. If you're a berserker, then yeah, the Loose Cannon is good. Let's see, for the Spy, the L'Étranger. A lot of these are good names for rogues, you know, but not great names for warlords. So put that as D tier. Whatever. Let's see. Forgot the Power Jack. C tier. It's alright. You know, it's got power in it, but it's not really super intimidating in any sense of the word. Let's see. Gosh, what was that other one I forgot? wasn't it? Give me just a moment. It was the candy cane, F tier. Alright, that's the final tier list. See ya.